Bezat Hashem, we're back at the Shulchan Aruch. It's Yad Dishmaya. We have 15 minutes about. So we're still holding. Look at this, beautiful. Again, still holding in Siman Resh Mem Bet, Seif Katan Bet of Mishnah Berurah right here.
Wait.
Mishnah Berurah Bet.
Yeah.
Okay, today is just quickly for the people who are on YouTube. Today is the 16th of the month of Tammuz, and which is Monday, the second day of the week of Parashat Shabbat, Parashat Pinchas. So the Rabbi continues here. The whole concept that afilu b'shetzarich la'achirim, right? The Rosh Halacha said that even if a person needs people's support, he has to be meticulous about honoring Shabbat. So the Mishnah Berurah explains, what does that mean? Nechabed את השבת, וטוב להיזהר שלא יפחות משני תבשילים. A person should not be compromising. A person should not compromise, meaning he has to go already, right? He has to go. He has to stretch out his hand, right? So he shouldn't say, you know what, I have enough already for one meal. You know, I could survive on that Shabbat, because technically speaking, he survives on one meal throughout the whole week. So people are, trained. What are you going to do? The guy doesn't have nowhere to live. So he eats one meal. What's his meal? A bulk of 50, 60 grams of roll, a holly roll, or a bagel, and water. That's his 24-hour meal. Never. So the Rabbi says over here, no. The whole concept over here is Halachot Shabbat. Halachot Shabbat. Don't say to yourself, we're talking about that person, specifically that person who is satisfied with a bagel for 24 hours. Don't you say yourself, I'm going to be satisfied on Shabbat also for a bagel 24 hours. No. If he is already asking for help, ask for help for 2 סעודות minimum. גם טוב שיוכל בכל סעודה משלוש סעודות דגים. Not just enough to eat a bagel on Shabbat. Shabbat, ask for fish. Fish, we already said there's a big element of eating fish. And Ish Mazliach here had something. You don't have it, just stay there for a second. ובכף החיים כתב על פי האריזה דבליל שבת אכילת דגים היא רק לתענוג כמו שמוסיפים שאר פירות. So Kaf HaChaim brings down, according to Ari, on Friday night, eating the fish, it's like it's for the pleasure. It's given for a pleasure, and it's just like you're eating fruits. אבל בסעודת מנחה צריך לקבוע סעודתו עליהם. I didn't know why my family is concentrating on fish. I just told you, right? Mincha, we eat a lot of fish the whole day, like different types of fish. I thought it was always because of the leftovers, such a bad. You have Sudat, Friday night you have fish left over. Then you have Friday, Shabbat morning leftover fish. So that fish I get served. And then you get smoked fish, mackerel, the Bukharian style, another fish, salmon fish. That's on Shabbat, Sudat Mincha. So he says, no. According to Arizal, Baruch Shekivinu, my family knows, looks like they know better than me. Arizal, it's clearly. Look what he says. That it's a good thing on Seudah Shlishit to make a Kviyah Seudah and Dagim. The whole Seudah should be compromised to specifically make it around fish. Usually Friday night, what it is? Bach, all the good stuff. No?
It's fish and meat.
I understand, but fish is like a second thing. It's like an appetizer.
Yeah, meaning the main thing is meat.
The main thing is bach, sirkanin, all the Bukharian stuff over there, whatever they food. Mimolim, stuffed vegetables, stuffed eggplant, all those things. Not eggplant. What is it called?
I have Moroccan fish, like a hot fish.
Well, Moroccan fish, that's good also. But again, it's not the main course.
Yeah.
Right? But by mincha, it should be main course. The fish should be main course. ושאר מינים הם רק לתענוג, and everything else is just, ויש להקדים אכילת דגים לבשר. Be very meticulous, like we do, Baruch Hashem. We eat fish before eating meat. What?
Shabbat we had hot fish for Seudah Shlishit.
Wow.
You were there?
Yeah,
סעודה שלישית, hot fish, yeah, it's good. ויש להקדים אכילת דגים לבשר. You have to be very meticulous to eat fish before you eat meat. עיין שם, ועיין עוד, that's from Kaf HaChaim, brings down בשם Arizal, all this. ועיין עוד בכף החיים שצריך לרחוץ ידיו ולהדיח פיו במים וגם לקנח בפת בין בשר לדגים וגם בבשר עוף הדין כן. So he says that to be very meticulous, Baruch Hashem, we do that you have to be very meticulous to wash your mouth and hands from fish to meat. And according to some, it's actually today is a haram. We have forks. There's a whole concept on to eat the fish of the Seudah Shabbat, touch with your hand. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Because I don't, because today they had to serve as a sliced salmon, filleted salmon right here. But when we catch fish from the lake, oh, that's the best time. Kacha, you work with your hands, kacha, you separate the bones and you put it in your mouth. There's a concept. Somehow, there's according to, I don't remember, I heard from Rabbi Avram Shor, tzaddik in Brooklyn, very meticulous. He would do it. He would serve him salmon, even clean fillet salmon. He would make sure to take it with a little bit piece, put it in his mouth. According to Hasidim, it's a big thing.
Yeah, and also you go to the Rebbe and it gives you...
With the hand, shirayim, yeah? Leftovers, with his hand.
From hand to hand, he gives you fish.
Yeah. It's something element. So he says, but be very meticulous after that to get up and go wash. Late starting getting up, taking my dishes back to the sink. I was like, my whole family was like, what? How am I getting up? What's going on? Oh, he touched the fish with his hands. Touched the fish with my hand. I get up and take away the plate, and I wash my hands.
I was washing hands in my mouth and also drinking a little.
Right. So he says also to drink something. Well, rinse your mouth also the same way. How you rinse your mouth? You eat something that like bread, like something that will grab, I guess, everything that's there, and wash it down with vodka, whiskey. Depends. People, yeah, Moroccan style. I can't. I don't know why. I hate arak. I can't stand it.
Did you ever try fig? Fig arak?
Yeah, that one I like. Yeah. That one, I don't like. That one I like. It doesn't have that like taste afterward. For some reason, arak I can't handle. I don't like vodka also. But I don't like vodka.
Vodka is like drinking. It's like.
But you know, I tried the Costco vodka, the Kirkland vodka.
Kirkland?
It's actually a little sweet.
I don't know. I don't know. I became crazy. I started drinking old stuff. Old stuff like whiskeys, rum, all those things. Yeah, old stuff has a different taste, like mishubash. Technically speaking, you're not supposed to eat even fresh fruits. You know that, according to Torah.
Fresh fruit?
Yeah, even fresh fruits. You know, Yashan is 3 years old. Rashi says 2-3 years old. The fruits even have to be old to eat. The Rambam discusses over there. It's not healthy to eat fresh fruits. Which I don't. Most people they don't. Yeah. It's supposed to be dry.
The fresh fruits are
not healthy. Yeah.
You say you should eat dry fruits?
Right, only dry fruits. Only dry fruits. Yeah. Today you already could make your own dry fruit. We have this machine. What is it called? Dehumidifier. Take
Slice the stuff.
It's like, yeah. Well, it's good stuff. And the taste good is also good. So there's a whole thing over there. Something wrong with the fresh stuff. I don't know. Anyway, let's go back here. We're back by that. Right, you're supposed to have your finger by the gim. Next, continue. Im lo she'en neotin lo lefi tiv'o o sheson'an. Chas v'shalom, unless somebody who cannot digest fish, can't eat fish. Some people are like this. It's not I've always felt sorry for these people. I feel like what? Some people can eat fish. I'm like, what? That's the most delicious thing in the world.
Some people don't like the smell.
No, Moroccans are not.
Why they have
Some
Moroccan
Moroccans
fish?
are like.
בשבת לעונג ניתנה ולא לצער. חס ושלום. If you have a child who doesn't like fish, don't force him. It's not for him. Finish. The whole point of Shabbat is to have oneg. So what do you think my kids do early in the morning? They eat ice cream. Ice cream early in the morning. When I was growing up, what ice cream early in the morning? You get a ice cream. My kids, it's a normal thing today.
Yeah, I also.
Now, since my daughter started making ice cream, forget about it. I don't even know what. Think I don't have to spend money anymore on ice cream. Over here, little ice pops for $20. I'm like, what? A box of ice pops. I used to pay $5.99 in Brooklyn. I'm paying over here $20 a pack.
Inflation.
Okay. וכדרבנן בסימן ראה, okay. אם מוכרי הדגים מייקרים מהשאר, even more. Let's say what happens. Sometimes the marketplace, they go crazy. And they start raising prices on fish. נכון לדגן שלא יקנו דגים איזה שבתות עד שיעמוד השער אל מקומו. So the rabbi should be very meticulous and tell his community members, don't buy fish during 20 weeks in order to bring down the marketplace. There's no reason why the fish should be cost money. Right? How much expenditure? The only expenditure they have technically is labor and gas. How they catch fish in the supermarkets? They don't go fishing with a clamp. They don't go fishing with bloodworms that cost a lot of money. What are they fishing with? Nets. Nets. They throw down the net and then they fill out. So what's the expenditure here already? What's your inflation? I don't understand. What's that? I understand if you were spending. You know what a bloodworm costs today?
There's more dollars in the market.
But you know what bloodworm costs today? $1. So I understand if you spend a bloodworm to catch a fish, that's already expenditure. Who knows? You're gonna catch something when you go fishing. When you're catching with nets, there's no reason for high inflation for high price on fish. And Taka, my wife, stopped going to big. I'm not gonna mention supermarkets over here charging you $20, $35, $29 a pound.
You can go to the Russian stores.
Go to Costco. My wife went to Costco for Thursday. She bought salmon fish. You already the price? $8.99 a pound.
Wow.
$8.99 a pound, salmon fish.
Like whole
Whole salmon.
fillet.
No, fillet.
Also, I think
Well, you
it.
bring your knife over there? And
No, they fillet with you. It's fine. You could use it.
They can use your knife?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, they don't have not a problem. Even though, let's say they
I remember
fillet.
one time we went from Rabbi, we brought our knife and the guy...
Right, it's a chumrah
Go ahead
behama.
and go,
It's a chumrah behama. Also, it's not hekdes chumrah, but there's no reason for it.
But
There's nothing warm here, nothing hot.
cold.
Even if they cut clamp for it, the next second, as long as they rinse it. And supermarket, I promise you, Costco rinses their knives because they're not losing. They're not ready to lose their business. Okay, so they fillet the fish as long as you know it's salmon. Yeah. Sometimes it could be not salmon. Sometimes it looks like a salmon. It could be tray for fish.
As long as you see that they have fins and scales.
Right. Yeah, you have to know. Okay, and obviously Costco is not going to lie to you, not going to sell you a different fish as a salmon because the business is more important than lying to you.
What about these places like Trader Joe's? They have the salmon you see that has the scales on one side. Obviously, if it has scales, then it had fins.
Right.
So those are good to buy, no?
Right, whatever you see scales, no problem. Yeah. No, I'm just telling you, there's more. If Costco tells you this is a salmon,
Fresh. Well,
let's
They're
say
like already packaged, sealed, but the scales are still on there.
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
scales is still on there. Selling with scales? No, with the skin.
Yeah, with the skin, yeah.
With the skin, not the scales.
Yeah.
Scales they take off.
No, you saw scales? They have scales?
I think so.
Baruch Hashem, I don't do shopping. I don't go to big stores. I don't promote shopping for men in New York, Florida. Let's send your wives there. What are you gonna do? Okay, quick.
Aldi also. Aldi has $9 a pound. So.
That's amazing. We go to Jewish supermarkets, $20 and up, $17.99 and up. It's crazy.
It's not that good. It's 13. Still.
Where do you find
$13
it?
a pound.
Used to be. והנה בבאר היטב הביא דלא יעשו תקנה רק אם הוסיפו המיקח יותר על שליש מכמו שהיה מקדם. So when does the rabbi explains, when should the rabbi put the cherem on the fish market? When they raise it to 30. So if it was $10 the other day, and now all of a sudden it's $13.99, you have a problem. Right? $10 a pound, now it's $13.99 a pound, a third. If they raise a third of the previous price, then the rabbi says you should put a cherem on the fish, and nobody should buy fish that Shabbat. Okay. אבל בעלייה רבה ובפרי מגדדים כתבו דאף פחות משליש יוקר יש לעשות תקנה משום עניים.
He said you shouldn't buy fish at KC.
We have the video, can't say anything. Can't talk to we can't say supermarket name because tomorrow they're going to ban us from the Jewish supermarkets. I'm not going to anyway. It's crazy. So he says the rabbis, however, Eliyah Rabbah says even if they raise the price by $1 a pound, even 10%, any amount. Why? Because poor people can't afford it. Once a poor person can't afford the fish, now you should break the market. How you break the market? You tell the whole community, the rabbi should tell the whole community, don't buy fish this Shabbat. Finished. So the rabbi here, יש מצליח עץ, והכפיים כתב, שהולכים בזה אחר ראות עיני הדיין, כפי המקום והשעה. No, the Kafahim says, no. It all depends on what the community is befitting. What's his community befitting? You have a community that's very wealthy. You have a community that's very poor. So the Chacham enough berosho, the rabbi will know exactly when to make the takana. There's no difference. Third, less, more, it doesn't matter. Whatever the rabbi says in his community, he went up by 10 cents and he sees that the poor people can't buy fish, and nobody should buy fish.
That's the issue.
That's right.
There are many people that can't afford.
Right. So the rabbi is in his community when he has to do what he has to do.
They keep the prices high.
Huh?
That's why they keep the prices high.
The what?
Because in the same community, you have sections that
Could afford it. Right. So the rabbi says he has to make a gzera he has to make a decree. What does decree mean? Any Jew that goes out by his fish on Shabbat, he goes Roi Malkut. He has to get lashed. According to the rabbis, the rabbi make a decree. Don't listen to the rabbi's decree. Of course. Yeah. If the rabbi says don't buy fish, and you're a wise guy, you say no, rabbi, I can't live without a fish. Who do you think you are? I have poor people who can't afford fish. So how dare you go against Allah? Allah said the rabbi makes a decree. Shamash makes a pronunciation. You know, in those days we had the kings make a proclamation. Hear he, hear he. The honorable makes a declaration, right? Yeah. So the rabbi makes a declaration such nobody should buy fish. Finished. Yeah, the rabbis have power, and the problem we live in America where the rabbis have no power. In the Middle Eastern countries, we always have power. The Rabbanim had power to beat up anybody they want. They actually tell the government, go beat them up. And they would beat them up. And there will be a mitzvah. It's actually not a moser. The rabbi is not Chas v'Shalom over in Avera. He's actually doing mitzvah. We discussed about it. That's one of the reasons why I believe that Faradim moved to Ashkenazi neighborhoods. Hashem brought us here for that purpose. To teach Ashkenazim how to behave. Ashkenazim have this problem. The government, Habibi.
Democracy.
Yeah, democracy. Chas v'Shalom. The rabbi should beat up somebody who needs to be beaten up. No questions asked. In order to stop the Averot. And the small thing, like this even. Okay. עוד כתב שם, אין בזה משום ביטול מצוות עונג, ויש לענג השבת במאכלים אחרים. So the rabbi says, no, you can't say, what kind of decree is this? Don't buy fish. What about my Shabbos pleasure? Doesn't matter what your Shabbos pleasure is. Go make a pleasure from other stuff. Go buy, you know what you buy this Shabbat? I give you permission to eat the marmalade. You know what marmalade is? Oh. As good as fish, it's not more. Marmalade is
the
sugary stuff, whatever. Go buy sugary stuff. Don't worry about fish. Don't worry about your diet. אם תקנו לאסור לאכול דגים כמה שבתות, ואחד קנה מקודם מותר. Now, or somebody, let's say, the rabbi says, okay, look at this is beautiful. The Rabbanim said the next 4 weeks, no buying fish. You come to somebody's house, and he's eating fish. What is this? You going out there with the rabbi? He says, what do you mean? Here, I bought this, it was in the freezer, what should I do? I have a frozen fish from a month ago, and that's what my wife did yesterday. When she went last week on Thursday, she bought for $300 worth of fish. So that's going to continue for a month and a half, 2 months, put in the freezer, finish. And that's it. Defrost it and eat it. So the rabbi says, if there was a takana, if the rabbi says, don't buy fish, because we want to break down the fish, or the market on Shabbat, and if you see somebody eating a fish, as long as he tells you he bought it, it was a kafu, it was frozen from before, then you have no reason to tell him anything. Can't give him lashes. But in reality, anybody who doesn't listen to the rabbi deserves lashes. Okay, let's finish up over here. Amen. We'll continue tomorrow.